Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from Disney World and I thought that I would share with you some tips on how to save money, as you can get really carried away at these theme parks and below your budget. So it's definitely important to plan ahead, and I'm so glad that you guys tuned into this video today because I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to save money when it comes to choosing an airline, booking a hotel, saving money on food and drinks at the theme parks, how to save money when it comes to buying souvenirs, how many days you spend at the theme parks, and so much more. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Okay, so what me and my husband did to save money is we planned ahead like months in advance before we went. When we booked our flights, we chose a smaller airline, and when you choose a smaller airline instead of like those big corporation airlines, you're gonna pay way less. We chose Allegiant Air. It was absolutely great knowing I didn't just blow $500 for a seat on an airplane, and I paid like, $100 total. It was also a direct flight, which I loved. So we flew Grand Forks to Sanford International Orlando Airport, and then we just took an Uber to the hotel at $45. Next up was the hotel. So if you stay at a hotel on a Disney resort, get ready to pay thousands of dollars. It's crazy. Some of the resorts are like upwards of $1,000, and obviously like which room you choose, like if you're gonna get a suite, if you're gonna get, how many beds, how many people. We chose to stay off property. We only stayed like 5 minutes away from the resorts, but we did not stay on the resorts. No offense, but after spending 5 days at Disney World, when you are swarmed by people and it's just like so much Disney, people do cry at Disney. It does get overwhelming. It was so nice to leave the resort, like leave the parks, and go back to a hotel and just be normal and not be surrounded by so many people. So that was actually quite refreshing. Another thing is pick a hotel that offers a free shuttle to the theme parks. People think that you need to stay at the Disney resort to get like a free shuttle every day, and they justify that as, paying thousands of dollars for a hotel. But no, we stayed again like 5 minutes away at the Marriott, had a free shuttle, and the best part was that it had a free hot complimentary breakfast. So as you can imagine, like paying for breakfast every day, like you're looking at like $100 for 2 people. And it's just like, that's so unnecessary. We specifically chose a hotel that had a free hot complimentary breakfast. So that was really nice. So we had these delicious Mickey Mouse waffles. They were so good, but oh my goodness, I think I gained like 15 pounds just from being at Disney for like a week. So it's crazy. Like there's a lot of sugar in their food. They just like pour it in to get the kids all crazy and like want to like buy everything. So that's the next thing I wanted to talk about coming up is souvenirs. So we will get into all of that. I also only travel with carry-on. I do not pay for a checked bag, and I also do this on purpose. I only bring a carry-on because I like to get on the plane and off the plane. I don't like waiting around for my luggage. Like I don't have time for that. There is a method to my madness in why I only travel with carry-on. It's so that wherever I'm traveling to, I'm not tempted to buy so many souvenirs because I know that they're not gonna fit in my carry-on on the way back, and it avoids me having to buy a suitcase down there and just to fit in all my souvenirs and then pay for a checked bag. Like the dollars just add up. That is my method to my madness when I just travel with carry-on, and I literally just pack my essentials. Like what do you need for where you're going? Do you need runners? Do you need flip-flops? Do you need shorts? Do you need tank tops, bras, pajamas? Like what do you really need? And most hotels also have laundry services, so you can just like literally just pay a toonie or a washer or dryer. What else? Okay, so we covered flights, we covered hotel. Oh, booking your theme park tickets, duh. So the more days that you book at Disney, the cheaper your ticket will be. You can see what days the park is cheapest, like the park that you want to go to. We also did Universal Studios in Orlando, and holy moly, like 1 day at Universal Studios was equivalent to 5 days at Disney. Like that's how expensive Universal Studios is, especially if you get the fast pass. If you don't want to like wait in the lines, it's crazy. Back to Disney, and speaking of fast passes, so Disney used to offer a free service called Genie service or something like that. It was like an app on your phone that you could choose 3 rides, and it was included in the price of your ticket. And you would be able to go through the fast lines, so you're not standing in line for an hour. Well, Disney got rid of that, just so you know, 2 years ago, like back in 2023. And now they're like, hey, we could make money off of this. Now you have to pay for that service. It's called Lightning Lane. You're paying $20, I think, US for 3 rides that will guarantee you access to the front of the line or to the fast line. When it comes to eating at the theme parks, it's very expensive. So you can either pack your own lunch and bring in a lunch. You can bring your own water bottle to fill up at the water stations. Have like the water stations that like the water comes out from the up top. So it's not like the ones where you're pressing and like the kids' lips are getting all over it, and you know, that's gross. Or you can eat at one of the kiosks. Like you just walk up and buy like a hot dog, hamburger, fries. Still expensive, but not as expensive as sitting down at one of the restaurants, which by the way, you need a reservation to eat at any sit-down restaurant at a Disney park. You're looking at paying minimum $100 for 2 people when you are going to those sit-down restaurants. Another point I want to make about a hotel is we chose a hotel room. We chose the Marriott, and the Marriott has full-size fridges, stove, dishwasher, everything. We just paid for like a bachelor kind of room where it's just you walk in, just the bed. But for the Marriott, it's like a staple to have like a full-size fridge and everything. So what we did is we went and bought groceries. When you are in the Disney parks, you will notice that there is a store every 5 steps. And just so you know, these stores that sell all these Disney merchandise, Disney knickknacks, they're all the same, honestly. They're just selling everything from like trinkets, snow globes, to picture frames, to the infamous Mickey Mouse ears. You can find these in like every shape and size and theme of like your favorite Disney movie, whatever. Just be warned that it's very overwhelming, especially if you're traveling with children. Like children are gonna like want everything. My friend actually tells her daughter that it's the princesses' changing rooms and that nothing in there is for sale. That's like all the princesses' trinkets. Depending on the time of the year that you go to Disney World, it is so hot. So just like escaping into one of the stores just for the air conditioning is so nice. But like I feel like Disney is also like hoping and banking on that you know, you do cool down and look around and find something to buy. Really ask yourself, am I going to be using this in my real life? Like when I'm not at the park, like how often am I going to be using this? So in my case, this is just a little trinket, a little souvenir. I have had this for years. Do I use this in my everyday life? No, I don't. Like I'd be so weird if I just walked around with this all the time. This was a splurge. This was like, I think it was like $20 or $30, but again, not useful in my everyday life, just kind of like collects dust 99% of the year. So I always like ask myself like what's useful, what's not. We'll get into what I bought for souvenirs that I'm happy with. I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm only gonna spend $20 at each park for a souvenir. And I did really good. And I'm proud of myself. And again, like only having a carry-on for my luggage on the plane, like also really helped me to not overspend. So you really wanna just buy something that you're like happy with and that you're gonna use for years to come. I wanted to share with you guys some souvenirs that I bought. Let's go ahead and get into that. So at Magic Kingdom, I bought this super cute bracelet. This was like $20. And I'm okay with spending $20, especially if it's something that I'm gonna wear all the time and that I find useful and beautiful. And this has not tarnished, and I've worn it at least like 2 weeks now, and I've sweat, I've been in the sun. Love this. And then I got this super cute little Mickey Mouse ring. And this one also doesn't tarnish at all, which I love. And it's got just like a little hint of pink. And yeah, I think this was about $15 at the Magic Kingdom as well. So there are some gifts, you know, that you can get that are decently priced, that you don't have to blow the bank and ruin your budget. I love these 2 pieces of jewelry because I wear jewelry all the time. And what else? I got these super cute flip-flops. Again, very useful because I'm gonna be walking around a lot. And these are little Minnie Mouse, super cute Havianas, and I got these from Animal Kingdom. I got this from outside of the theme parks. So they have all of those like little knockoff stores outside of the theme parks that sell Disney like apparel, Disney bags, Disney knickknacks, Disney everything. If you're not looking to spend tons of money inside the theme parks, you can go to one of those stores outside of the theme parks. And yes, we got like this little like backpack thing to just carry around, like our swimsuits for our last day that we went to the Walt Disney water park. I think it was called like the Blizzard Beach. Yeah, Blizzard Beach water park. Hey Gus, he totally just farted. Buddy, go away. You're so stinky. And okay, when I was at Epcot, I saw this super cute sleeping baby Grogu. So cute. He was $100 US at Epcot, okay? So I was like, oh my gosh, I really want him, but oh, and by the way, do I find it useful? Yes, I can like totally sleep on him, and I love Squishmallows. I'm obsessed with Squishmallows. I have them all over my house. Back to the point. I didn't want to spend $100 and blow my budget. So what do? I broke out my phone, searched on Amazon, searched on eBay, and I found him for the price of $20. If you find something that you like in one of the Disney stores, just know that it's overpriced and that you can get it outside of the theme park for cheaper, or just go online, Amazon or eBay, and buy it there. It's at Hollywood Studios that they have like the whole Star Wars thing. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to share some little souvenirs. So comment below what kind of souvenirs you've walked out of Disney with, and whether you still use those same souvenirs and trinkets to this day, or do you wish that you didn't spend that kind of money on souvenirs at Disney? Let me know in the comments below. I mentioned taking a complimentary shuttle from your hotel to the theme parks. That is the best way to go, because if you're going to take Ubers, or if you're planning on like, oh, we'll just Uber, I mean, you're going to be spending like hundreds of dollars unnecessarily on Ubers. They know what time the park opens, they know what time the parks close, so they will jack up their prices because they know that tourists really want a ride during certain times. So just be warned of that, and I say definitely take advantage of your hotel's complimentary shuttle if you can. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that you found these tips and tricks helpful for the next time that you go to Disney World. If you have any suggestions or advice on how to save money at any of these theme parks, then definitely comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear about them. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.